Hi, Leo. Thanks for tuning into my channel. You're listening and watching Patty Boyle at the Healing Room, and I have pulled some cards. I've had three different spreads for love, money, and health for the month of March 2017. And a couple things before we get started. If you're here viewing the channel, I'm a firm believer in synchronicity. I do not believe in coincidence. So I do believe you were guided here, and you will at least get one little nugget that either puts you on path or keeps you on path. In addition, this is for Leo Sun, Leo Moon, or Leo Rising. And I suggest all of you look at um, to get a more comprehensive view for the month of March, I ask that you look at both your ascended or rising in addition to your sun sign and your moon sign. Okay, so we'll get you a better overview. If you're interested in having a private reading with me, just email me at thehealingroomcrystals@gmail.com, and we can get her done. Okay, so without further ado, let's take a look at what I pulled for the month of March 2017. Okay, so let us all take a look together. Okay, so the first set of cards we pulled was for love. So there's a few different things going on here, and I'm going to read it in a couple different ways. So for those of you who are in a relationship, I feel that um, sometimes you feel like you're kind of never doing the right thing. You don't, the satisfaction is kind of left. You feel restless in it. Um, and sometimes it's gotten to the point where you're just so worried about the responsibility of it that it's kind of lost its luster. Um, that's not to say it can't be reignited. It absolutely can. I have the Ace of Pentacles here. You just have to um, not look for the grass being greener, okay? Um, and try to take your mind off of constantly worrying about money, constantly worrying about bills. Go out and like go on a date again, reignite those passions, okay? Because there is room for a brand new beginning, a brand new base. Like any relationship, though, it's obviously had its share of heartache. No matter what, in every relationship, you're going to hurt the person you love. It's just the nature of the beast. So what you want to do is actually speak to the person and say, you know what you did last month, it really hurt my feelings. Like start pulling these swords out. Because often we'll pick partners who trigger issues in our childhood that we never faced. And so this does signify issues that you've been holding on to that were triggered by your current partner, that the universe is asking you to confront and, absolve and transmute so, you can get the better energy going. So you don't have this restless feeling, This reminds me of somebody who just like goes out to eat and like just gets up and runs, like running to stand still. Just face the problem of what's really going on inside and don't fear, someone being like, oh, you're so sensitive. No, that's ridiculous. If you feel it, you have an obligation to your feelings, to be honest. And there's no such thing as being too sensitive. If you feel something, say it. All right. So for those of you who are not in a relationship, sometimes you feel like, you know what, you do so many things, you're just trying, you're restless, you really want to find somebody, but you're also dealing with past hurts, which makes you feel like you can't trust. And there is stability on deck. You just have to believe it, but you're just kind of running to stand still. The advice there would be for you to work on yourself and look at, the hurts that have come upon you in your past so you don't put it on somebody new. I would definitely look to just maybe lightly dating while you're going through this, because, a lot of times what will happen is you won't make time for somebody if you're still dealing with your own pain. And again, being really focused on, your life, your money, your foundation. So it's almost like they want you to work on yourself before you reach out and try to stabilize with someone new. All right, because I do feel like this can happen. I do feel like you might have the beginnings of it in March, but it's not going to happen. I mean, it's not going to happen early on. I feel like the potential of it is in March, towards the end of the month is what I'm feeling. Okay. But it's like time to relax. This is like, this night is like running against the wind. Like, I know I have to be with somebody. I want to be with somebody right now. Like, kind of not relaxing and going to the right places to meet them and not facing your own stuff so that the relationship is healthy. Kind of concentrating on your own life, but trying to fit somebody in because that's what society tells you to do. And then on top of that, thinking, okay, well, let's have a foundation with this person when in fact you need to work on pulling these dull swords out of your old wound before you can have a healthy relationship. But I do feel like once you start doing this person will appear, okay? But it's definitely time to work on yourself, all right? Learn to trust. And, it's not an easy thing to say, I mean, easy thing to do, easier said than done, I should say. But yeah, see what you can do to face, the pain that you've kind of pushed down. Next category is money. I do feel like money is coming to you through groups or partnerships. So whether this is from work, working, collaborating, okay, and your ships are about to come in. So it's not happening right this minute, but it will be. There were some money troubles in the past and probably a little bit right now, but I feel like with the help of people working alongside you, this project, promotion, great job is coming. So the money is coming, but it's definitely coming through the help of other people. Okay. So, don't get caught up here. This is called, the last battle, which is kind of like the hiccup. So I feel like right before, you're still kind of reeling from this a little bit, maybe money's not doing so well right now. But it is coming, and it's coming whether it's from working alongside your partner, and if you don't work, it could be just, the person, you're married to or you live with, comes home and says, you know what, I just made this big promotion and let's share it. But it's going to be coming. This is, called my ships are coming in card. So I feel like this is ending, this battle with money, and that again, you're going to be in a better place with money through other people. It's going to be through collaboration, work, partners. Somebody could gift you money, okay? But it's going to definitely be coming soon, okay? You've done everything you can. You don't need to really do anything else because I feel like now it's gonna come. The windfall is gonna come, okay? And in your health, what I did was I actually took all the cards for every category and pulled them all together and then pulled, a couple cards for this area, a couple cards for this area, and a couple cards for this area. So what happened was you got the Two of Cups reversed for health also and the Page of Wands. So this means that, again, I feel like when it comes into health, the Two of Cups is almost like balance, okay? So making sure your body is balanced, okay? Don't balance your food intake, exercise and eat right. Balance and understand that there's going to be inspiration about ways to improve your health, but Page of Wands always means a message of something brand new that's very inspiring. So you could be watching TV and say, oh my gosh, they're talking about the paleo diet. That sounds like it would work for me. My body really does well with protein and all natural. I see my particular body really resonates with that. Well, yeah, that was actually a hit from, your higher self, your spirit guides, wanting you to watch that program at that time so that you would be jazzed to start it. Okay. So I do feel like you are beginning the balance in your health. And I feel like it's awesome. The Page of Wands does mean good outcomes. It means that inspired action from something that, something that kind of drives it. It could be a billboard, it could be a bumper sticker, it could be a television show, it could be a song on the radio, it could be a couple of words that people say walking down the street next to you. But it means that you're inspired to try something new that has promised success and is going to lead to balancing your body systems. Okay. So yeah, that sounds really good. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to pull another card, and this card is going to be, this is the deck that's from Doreen Virtue. It's called Angel Therapy Oracle Cards. Okay, it's very pretty. And I'm just going to do a quick prayer over them. Okay. Again, I call upon our highest level spirit guides and angels, guardian angels, higher self. First and foremost, I call upon Almighty God, Almighty Goddess. I call upon all the angels. I ask that you please give us insight into what message do you guys have for Leo for the month of March 2017. It's going to be top of the deck. Okay. Again, please give us insight into what message do you guys have for Leos for the month of March 2017, top of the deck. Please give us insight into what message do you guys have for those born under the sign of Leo for the month of March 2017. It's going to be top of the deck. Okay. What do we got? Okay. So we got singing and dancing. Okay, so which is a great card. Express yourself and awaken your psychic senses through the magical power of music and movement. People don't realize that not only is it grounding, but it's absolutely connecting. Okay. When you're creative, you're out of your head. And everything creative comes from your heart. So loosening up, finding joy, feeling joy, being in the moment, it puts you in the now, which is where everything happens. It'll help you also break up the energy that's going on with, the sector of relationships and love. And also while you're waiting for this little windfall, and I mean, your health is definitely going to just, work itself out. But I feel like, these other areas, they're a little tough. And this is a card that can really help you to feel grounded and not disconnected and in your head and scattered and all over the place and why me. And so, yeah, I do feel like try to go out a little bit, try to relax. You have the Knight of Swords here in the relationship sector. I feel like that is so in your head. That really can take you so off kilter. And being off kilter and imbalanced will affect your health too. So, and every area, as I've said before, bleeds into the other. Every category bleeds into the other. There's no such thing as compartmentalizing areas, really. But there's going to be emphasis of certain energies in one area more than the other. But especially strong emotions will absolutely bleed from one area into the next. So this is awesome news. The angels just want you to have fun, sing, dance, be creative. Anything that you've kind of been like, you know what, I've been wanting to do something. I've been wanting to learn how to play the piano or drums or learn how to make jewelry or how to quilt or, you know what, there's a knitting group that meets once a week and, all these things that you kind of been like pushing on the back burner. Don't push them on the back burner. Bring them forward. They're going to help your evolution. They're going to help you to feel connected to Gaia and connected to, source. So yeah, this is a great card. So just to kind of, in summary, with relationships, whether you're in a relationship, if you're in a relationship, relax, try to reignite the feeling of love and groundedness with this person, and try not to be so worried about the bills and worried about the practicalities of life, and try to get in touch with your heart to kind of mend old wounds, which of course are reflecting in this new relationship, because a brand new foundation's on deck. But in order to get there, you have to pull the swords out, and the card shows 3 swords, but the swords are dull. They have dull edges because they're old. Okay, and let's see. So in addition to that, If you are not in a relationship, it's time for you to start doing some self-work, some introspection, and look at what do you need to do to feel better? What do you need to do to be calm and happy? And, so you're not running out there like the Knight of Swords, finding somebody to complete you, which in fact is just a fallacy. Nobody's going to complete you. You have to complete yourself, and then you can be the strong pillar that stands alongside the other strong pillar, because that's what you'll attract. And then you have, uh, the unity. So work on yourself. If you're not in a relationship, work on yourself to learn how to express old wounds, whether it be you could write them in a journal, you could, talk directly to whoever or whomever caused those aches, or this may have happened way back when you were a child, and you just have to understand that people are fallible and everybody's a person. There's nobody, these people who were your parents were just like, jacked up people, like you thought the sun set because you were a kid looking up at them, but they're just people who screw up and not realizing the ramifications of that, and that it would last throughout your entire life. And what they cavalier, what they might have said very cavalier to you, could be this huge roadblock. So look into, like I said, look at those swords and pull them out, because those wounds can be healed. You start understanding from whence they came. I feel like you're going to be getting money. Either it's going to be coming through a partner, or it's going to be coming from collaboration, either at work. It's going to be coming from a group environment. I mean, it could be even, I don't know, anything that has to do with a lot of people making something happen, a project. It could be inheritance. Sometimes, it's basically getting money from sources of people, okay? And lastly, with your health, it's all about balancing. Again, the Two of Cups is also in your health sector, which means balancing out the energies to keep your health optimum, and trust the intuitive hits you get, the things you want to try to balance your body. Like I said, make paleo diet. You could just say, you know what, I just want to do a detox for 3 days. You know what, I feel like it's a good time for me to, even just be relaxed, start taking more baths, going to the ocean. These things are very healing, and they really do help, okay? And last thing they want you to do is sing, dance, create, be happy, and enjoy your March. So I thank you all for watching, and I wish you all a wonderful month of March. Thanks so much.